Hi guys, thank you all so much for joining me back here again on the 401 Files. It's an absolute pleasure, as I always say, to be joined by so many like-minded people from all around the world. And I genuinely, sincerely mean that. You guys are amazing. I'm currently just sat in McDonald's car park. The time is 11:30 at night. And I've had this crazy, amazing theory on the drive down here just pop into my head from the ether. Which is usually the case when I'm driving. I've always said this to you guys. It's when I come up with most of my craziest ideas and go down the most weirdest of rabbit holes. But anyway, this is like... So this theory that I've just thought of is a theory made up of already pre-existing theories. So I guess you could kind of call it a mutant theory. Mutant theory, that's got a ring to it. Check that out. If you hear anybody else using the word mutant theory, you better hold them accountable and be like... Ben came up with that from 401 Files. I'm only joking. I'm not serious about that. But, yeah, that's what it is. It's a mutant theory. It's my theory that I've just created, made up from already existing theories. And here we go. This is what it's about. So I was driving down here, and I was thinking about how humans came to be. Like, why are we all here? Questioning why we are all here. Do you know what I mean? There are so many different theories floating around as to how humans came to be. We've got the Darwinian evolution theory, we've got the extraterrestrial theory, and I was going down this train of thought, and for some strange reason, I started to think about war-torn countries and countries that are being absolutely battered by natural disasters here on Earth. What we do in those situations is we move the people out of those areas and we call them refugees. We move them to a safe area. And, sorry, there's a guy behind me. Why is it in McDonald's, right? Why is it in McDonald's you always get idiots driving 100 miles an hour, skidding, playing loud music? I think I'm getting old. That's what it is. What if Earth is a refugee planet and somewhere out there in the universe we already existed thousands and thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, potentially. And like here on Earth, you know, you look at this small planet and how many wars have broke out here, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to imagine that humans elsewhere out there in the universe have become involved in war. And so on our native planet somewhere, we're in this galactic war. And at some point in our history, we realized that things were getting so bad and we was likely going to become extinct or killed out completely that we need to do something. And we decided that we would stick our genetical makeup into trillions of capsules and blast them right across the universe as far out as we possibly can, in the hopes that they smash into meteorites and land on moons and planets and somehow, from the grace of God, respawn and life takes hold again. Now, it wouldn't make sense for us to go out after we've done this and explore the universe and scour the far reaches of the universe to see where we did end up. It wouldn't make sense. So what we'd likely do is we'd wait for these offspring, young humans, to contact us. Because likely in their evolution, they're going to get to a point of intelligence where they start questioning their origins, which is what we're doing now. And once they get to this point, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to assume that they would create devices, technology, to send out signals in the search for this answer, which is what we're doing now. And once they've done this, they've essentially unknowingly made contact back with us. And so we'd pick up the signal, we'd go, oh, look, we've reached a signal. We must have made it on this blue planet out there in this area of the universe. Let's go check that out. And we do. And when we do that, the people on this blue planet go, oh my God, there's a UFO, there's a spaceship, look at this, it's crazy. What they don't realise is that they're actually looking at themselves from the future. They brought us here, essentially, to protect us, to make us become refugees from this war that is taking place elsewhere. Now, that blew my mind when I thought about that. And if you think about it, Maybe they didn't even use capsules. Maybe they physically brought us here. Maybe a few hundred, if not 1,000 ships took off from our native planet and they brought us here personally. And before they left, they set us in good stead by building things like the pyramids and showing us how to do certain things on this planet. Then they left. That's another thing that I was thinking about. Or maybe if we go with the simulated universe theory, they didn't either fire capsules with our genetical makeup, or they didn't personally bring us here. They just copied and pasted planets that automatically simulate humans all across the universe. And this, now you can see why I had to pull over and get this out of my head, because it just blew my mind to think that either we are a refugee planet that managed to crash land here and unknowingly reach out and make contact back with our home planet, or they brought us here and set us off in good stead by building pyramids that we see today. Or maybe if we go with the simulated universe theory, they just copied and pasted planets all around the place that automatically simulate humans. Wow, it just blew my mind, because it answers so many different things. Like, even if we think about abduction theories, how many cases do you know and have heard of where these victims of alien abduction claim on the ship were humans working alongside extraterrestrials? Because it wouldn't be so hard to imagine that if we are at war out there, if our native planet out there is in this galactic war, they will have made allies, they will have made enemies. And maybe that's why so many different species keep coming to this planet. Because although we are humans and we see ourselves as humans, we have a bond and a friendship, an ally in other different species that come to check on us as well. Or maybe they're setting up station here as well and doing the same, using this planet as a refugee planet for their own kind. It's mad. It's just blown my mind to think about that. And maybe it's neither of that. Maybe it's none of that. Maybe these other species that are coming here, these reptilians or greys, maybe they're the bad guys that have found this other planet of humans taking hold. And they're thinking, oh my God, like, we thought we'd almost killed these out. And actually they're spread across the universe, so we need to keep our eye on this. Or we need to do something like maybe build our numbers up here before we take action. And that's why we see them coming in and out of the sea, because they're also building their numbers up as well. It could all boil down to one big galactic war again taking place on this planet, and we do the same again and go, oh my God, we're going to die out. We need to fire off our species into space to become interplanetary, which sounds very familiar as I'm saying it, because that's what Elon Musk is saying. My brain. It's crazy. You guys will have to let me know what you think, but I have well and truly blown my own mind. And remember, mutant theories, a theory that coexists with already pre-existing theories. I don't know what I've just said, but it sounds great, it sounds cool, and I've coined it. So use with caution. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me rambling. I hope you liked this, I don't even know what you'd call this, roller coaster of mind puke. But anyway, look after yourselves, take it easy, stay safe wherever you are in the world. And the utmost important thing to remember, as always, is if you are in a position to do something, or you are in a position to help somebody, then please do that. Please help somebody else, because I'll guarantee the people that need the most help aren't always the people that will say it. There's people out there that live in the shadows, there's people out there that keep quiet, and some of these people even spend most of their time helping other people without ever asking help from others. So please always do help wherever you can. You guys stay safe, look after yourselves, take it easy, and until next time, we'll speak again soon.